definitely a good day to maybe stay inside and cook something, a good week. You know, if you're looking for something to do, you got a good idea for us.
That's exactly right.
A yummy idea.
We did some po' boy. We're going to get to the catfish here. We did a blackened po' boy sandwich, and we had to do that outside because it smoked so much. But that's the technique. We're going to talk about that. We also did a black-eyed pea salad, and we did a dessert, and we're going to get to all that. But we're going to start with our black-eyed pea. I'm calling it my marinated black-eyed peas because technically we made a little creamy marinade. I used my mayonnaise that I made, roasted garlic mayonnaise, and then we added some vinegar and all that good stuff, and some salt and some pepper, a little bit of oil just to kind of give it some body. I'm adding some sunflower seeds now just for some texture, and I'm doing this toward the end because if you make this, you want to make sure you let it set for several hours or overnight. Break those black beans down just a little bit, just give them that nice texture.
Because I imagine right now it would be a pretty crunchy dish, but if you let it set, does it sort of soften up?
It does. It will a little bit, and all of it's going to depend on how you cook your black-eyed peas. Now, if you got them right out of the can, they're probably the perfect texture. But if you did like I did, you got them dried, you soaked them overnight, and then you cook them really, really slow. But you keep testing them and get them to the texture that you like. So they're not going to be like hard, maybe like you're.
I like all the colors.
Imagining. Yeah, it's very colorful.
It looks nice.
That's half the battle right there. It's making it
My
look
food
nice.
Doesn't always look nice when I make it. Tastes good, but.
So then I just, we add some onions in there, some tomatoes, and I do that at the end just so all that stuff stays fresh. And it doesn't, because if you put it in there.
Is that the key?
It might get a little soggy. That felt like it was slipping out of my hand. So we're going to move this. Now I've got to get to our po' boy sandwich. We've got our grilled bread. I just use it like a little hoagie roll. This is the tartar sauce that I made all by myself with my homemade mayonnaise. All the recipes are on foxsharp.com. None of this stuff is hard. Anybody can make mayonnaise, but if you don't want to, I completely understand. Get the store-bought stuff. Now you want to do your tartar smear on both sides.
Tartar smear.
Now I put pickled jalapenos in mine. Obviously if you want to just use a store-bought tartar sauce, you can do that as well. But I put pickled jalapenos because I don't like pickles. I think I've probably said that before. So we've got lettuce, tomato, some onions. That is a dressed po' boy. Now we got our blackened catfish that we did right in a nice hot iron skillet out on the grill, and it smokes. We got that. So there's our po' boy. It smells
really good.
It smells awesome.
When you're up close to fish, even when it's cooking, it smells good.
And blackening is a technique just as well as a spice, but you got to cook in that iron skillet. This is our dessert with our grilled pound cake, macerated berries, and our homemade whipped cream. I'm going to have you start topping that. Whipped cream. What
would you like me to do?
Just kind of stir it up and then just dollop with the whisk.
Dollop?
I mean, if you care for a spoon, I could get you a spoon if you like.
Well, we'll see. It'll be like a little fling.
Dollop.
Just right on top?
Flop it. Just blip, bloop. See, you did it.
That's a big dollop.
That's just
how I roll.
Now, the thing with the berries, now, I put lemon juice and sugar in them, and you kind of gauge the sugar based on how sweet your berries are. But I macerated them for about 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Just till they start breaking down, it makes a nice little sauce, and that's going to soak into the grilled pound cake, and it's going to be one of the quickest, simplest, most easiest desserts you've ever had.
Tara likes my big dollops. I am impressed.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I didn't want to do it. That's why I let her do it.
Yeah, I see how it goes. Thanks so much for joining us here at Fox News. Tune in for the news and the edge starting at 10 o'clock tonight.